Welcome to Toffee Blue View, your source for all things Everton. I'm Gerry. Max and Paul are here.
Hi.
Yes. So, I teased it in the last video, so here it is. Starting 11 versus Arsenal. Right now, we know Coleman is out. I guess the big news is the fact that Richarlison's back. Brazil's number 9 is back.
Yay.
Yeah, I will never stop saying that. So that's a thing that's going to help, I'm sure. So who wants to start? I think last time I started with Paul, so I'll start with Max. Starting 11, who you got?
One, Pickford, Kenny. Fuck it, I'm going to be bold. Zuma and Mina at centre-half. Luca Digne at left-back. Central midfield. Given that it's Arsenal, Gay and Schneiderlin, because I do, although we've analysed the pair to death and whether they actually work in tangent, I do feel like the defensive approach may be needed to stop the likes of Ozil and Lacazette and Aubameyang, etc. On the wing, go for Theo Walcott. Hopefully he can have a good game against his former club. And then this is the conundrum, really. Do I play Richarlison at left wing or do I play him up front? You know what? I'll give Tosin the benefit of the doubt with Richarlison coming back. I'm hoping that Richarlison and Tosin can conjure up a good few pieces of play and hopefully create a few goal scoring opportunities. So I'll go Richarlison on the left and Gylfi Sigurdsson just behind Cenk Tosin.
All right. Paul.
Pickford in goal, Kenny at right back, Zuma centre half, Mina if he's fit and ready to go, which he should be, you'd think by now, as his partner. Digne left back. In the centre midfield, I would put Schneiderlin, and I can't make up my mind whether Gay or Davis. I mean, I've been critical of Davis, but Gay was really, really poor last week against West Ham. A rough one. Yeah. It's whether does he deserve the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, okay. Okay, Gay had a bad time, but we'll keep him and Schneiderlin in there if Schneiderlin's able to play. And in front of them as the number 10, I would have Sigurdsson. On the left, I would have Bernard. On the right, I would have Walcott. And up front, through the centre, I would have Richarlison. Richarlison is back in form. He's got a lot of pace. He's a big lad. He can handle himself. If there's anyone who I trust right now to get at their defenders and give them a rough time, it's that kid. I mean, I don't want to dump on Tosin, but maybe sometimes it is best just to take someone out the firing line for a little bit and hopefully help him bring his confidence back up. And Bernard, I was really impressed with Bernard. He was one of the very few who came out of the West Ham game with any credit, I thought, and he didn't look off the pace at all. He didn't look tired. He didn't look rusty at one bit. I can't figure out why he didn't start. I know he's not playing.
I've heard that he's not, 100% match sharp yet, so I can understand bringing him off the bench. But with this game, obviously away, Arsenal, coming away to the Emirates, it's quite a daunting place traditionally for Everton. So I think this is going to be a huge game in terms of substitutions. We're going to have to pick and choose our times and be really precise with our substitutions, and I think Bernard and Davies will be 2 of the 3 because they're quick players. They play on the turn, quick feet, win fouls. Bringing them on against a typically slow Arsenal centre midfield, they're going to cause problems. They're going to win fouls late on in the game. So as I say, I think Davies and Bernard on the bench definitely come on at some point.
This goes back to what I mentioned earlier before. I don't want to just see us making substitutions when the game's gone and we're 3-0 down. I want to be in this game from the start. Bernard, we say he's not match fit, but he came on against West Ham. He didn't look at all rusty, sharp, and not sharp. So if he can come on just be 5 minutes before half time, could he not have started and played an hour? If he'd have started and played an hour and come off 10, 15 minutes into the second half, that could have happened when we were winning the game. If he can play over 45 minutes coming on when we're losing, then I can't for the life of me understand why he couldn't start when we were 0-0 down and get 55, 60 minutes.
Yeah, I see the point 100%, mate. Because I do believe, if they're fit enough to be on the bench, they are fit enough to start. But yeah, I do believe that. But given our current situation, mate, I'll give Silva the benefit of the doubt for now. If he wants to ease the lads in, and obviously, that was a big call from Morgan Schneiderlin to play against West Ham. Credit to him, obviously, about following the news of his father. So that was a huge credit to him, and it shows his determination to want to play for Everton and on Morgan Schneiderlin. If you go back to this time last season, Everton away at the Emirates, this was probably his lowest point as well. Everyone saw that clip where he's not closing down the ball and he's at that half-hour speed. So yeah. I think this is going to be a big game for him to play.
Same, but the thing with Bernard, I'd start him because he's a player with a big reputation. He looks like he's raring to go. I would say to him, right, here's your moment. This is going to be a big game that's going to get millions of eyeballs on it. Let's go out and show that you deserve to start in this team going forwards, that you are a player who deserves to get in over other players, because who else can go on the left, really? It's Dominic Calvert-Lewin. No, don't start me. Not a wide player. Lookman, sulking, not interested. Okay, you don't deserve a chance then. Walcott on the left. No, he's a right-sided player. Sigurdsson on the left. No, he can do a job there, but he's better through the centre. So who else kind of goes on the left then? You're either going to play someone there who doesn't deserve the opportunity, or somebody there who isn't good in that position, like Calvert-Lewin. So I would like to see Bernard start on the left, or if he's not going to start, then at least play him. Bring him on while the game is still live. I don't see the point in just bringing this kid on. He's not a kid. Bringing this guy on with 30 minutes left when the game's gone. I don't want to see that. The guy, he doesn't need minutes that badly.
I agree, but then it comes down to game management, Mason. I know we're talking about this game as if we've got to stay hanging in there. We've got to stay hanging in there. I think we've got to deploy our substitutions at points where it refreshes our midfield or our attack, with the emphasis being that we want to create stuff from the substitutions. Obviously, Bernard and Davies are those more forward-thinking, play on the turn and attack direct type of players. And I do think against this Arsenal side, I know they look like they're coming into form. They can cause damage. So, I want to win this, mate. I do want to win this. I can't necessarily see it, but I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees.
Well, my thing is we're going to need goals, and we're far more likely to get a goal off of Bernard or a Richarlison right now than we would off a Toussaint or a Calvert-Lewin. And there's a case to put Lookman there, but I just think the way Lookman's carried on, he doesn't deserve a place until he gets his act together. So, did I say my full team?
Yes.
Yes. So yeah,
Gerry, did you give us ours, Gerry? You've got to give us ours, mate. We've just been completely wrapped up in this Everton debate here, mate.
No, I've been kind of curious to see kind of where it goes, because I think you're both making good point. My lineup's exactly like Max's. I'll just go ahead and tell you: Pickford, Kenny, Mina if he's healthy, and if not Mina, it's probably going to have to be Holgate. But Mina if he's healthy. No, it has nothing to be healthy. It's match fit because he is healthy. We know he's healthy, so that's poor word choice. Mina if he's match fit. Zuma, Digne, Gay, Schneiderlin, Walcott, Sigurdsson, Richarlison, and Tosun. I'm a little hesitant to bench Tosun just yet from the start. I was really close. In our last show, Paul, I was literally about to say I think I would start Richarlison at center. And then your brother started talking, and I was like, I think you might be right. I think I might agree with you, And so Silva's system is based on having Richarlison on the left for now. That's where they've been practicing. And frankly, Tosun's best play was when Richarlison was on the left. So I would give it a start just to see. I do think Bernard is good enough to start, but I also think Richarlison and Walcott are good enough to start right now. I think all three of those are dangerous players that could start. So, hence, I think it's amazing that we can bring a player like Bernard off the bench. But we have to bring him off the bench with ample time to make a difference.
Yeah. When it matters.
Okay?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bringing him in for 10 minutes at the end of the game, I don't think we're going to see the best of Bernard doing that. Give him at least 40 minutes or something, or 35. Give him enough time to get some touches on the ball.
Yeah.
All right. Previously, he got in and he maybe touched the ball a few times, and that's it.
It
was not enough.
He was exciting though. That game against West Ham, he was the only bright spark in the game. So this could be a huge game for us, mate. If this goes the other way to what we're all thinking, and we can actually get a result, it could be a huge morale boost for all the lads, given that we play well, particularly those attacking lads.
I think there's a distinct possibility if we're trying to make something happen late. If we're down, I think you could see either Gay or Schneiderlin subbed out and go into that same system that he went last week when we were down. I think it was a 4-4-2, actually. So I think you could see that similar system employed with two strikers up top. I don't know if that would be Richarlison and Tosun, which to me, that's what I would do rather than Nias and Tosun. You know what I mean? Yeah. I would even consider if we need some speed up top, sub Tosun out, bring Calvert-Lewin as the second, as another striker up there with Richarlison.
Yeah,
that would be a lot of speed in the middle. You know, and Bernard, I think, looks good on the left. That's the problem. We have two great Brazilians that look good on the left. I don't know how Bernard looks on the right or in the center yet. I haven't seen it. I just know he works on the left. So who knows? He could be brought in the middle for Sigurdsson.
Exactly.
You know, because he can play that role. This is great conversation, though, because these are options. But, Paul, you've described a very viable way to start that game, and it could work the way you said it. And I actually thought that's how we should start. But at this point, I think Tosun, I want to get him a chance to get off the schneid. You know what I mean? Let's get him a goal somehow, or get him when he's playing with Richarlison, he combines well with him.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, I know.
So
a goal for him against these would do his confidence the world of good. Yeah. Particularly away.
And he doesn't seem to. He's not the kind of guy who's all like frowny in pictures either. You know what I mean? Like he's not sulking because he's been on a little slump.
No.
I still like Tosun. I like him a lot, but I get why. Excuse me. I get why a benching though, just briefly, can be good for players. It's like a reminder. Look, you've got competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it's Paul. That may be what Silva does, man. And I'm really curious who we'll see off the bench besides Bernard. DCL, Lookman, who would it be? You know,
depends.
I don't know.
It depends on how the game's going. If we are just
Agreed.
3-0 down and it's damage limitation, then I don't see the harm in just throwing someone on like a Baines, just to a bit of professionalism, just to see the game out, or someone like that. But if we're chasing the game or we're in the game, then I wouldn't be against throwing a Calvert-Lewin on, just to hope that we can maybe win something off a corner or win a free kick high up the pitch, something like that. Or maybe even, I mean, let's just say Richarlison or Bernard or whoever it is, Walcott, has played a really blinding game and they've just absolutely ran the socks off. I wouldn't mind throwing Lookman on for 5-10 minutes at the end just to get on the ball and stretch them a bit, but it really depends on how the game's going. If we've been spanked and it's gone, then just bring on a few senior players like a Baines or maybe a Jagielka just to see us home. Do you know what I mean? If the game's there to be won, then just really go for it. Throw in what we've got. Throw Davis on. Throw Lookman on. Calvert-Lewin. Just guys with energy. Guys who will bring the ball forwards and win us free kicks.
I do think the more Lookman plays, the more he's going to get out of this funk he's in. You know, I will say that. Yeah. I think the more we see him play, we're going to see him liven up and become himself a little bit more.
Yeah,
I do think.
I just want to say I can't wait until the day where this defeatist mentality changes. We're all going, if we're still in the game, you know, 75 minutes, if we're not 3-0 down, I hate that mentality. I hate it. You know, I know man for man and on the pitch with a lesser team, but I don't know. I just want to see that spirit that Everton had. I want to see it coming back, and I want to see us like handing it to teams. You know, I want to see it.
To be fair, Max, you and I did pick us to lose. Well, I just want to say, you and I both, you know what I mean? So neither one of us, according to our predictions, expect us to really, you know what I mean?
I know.
That Everton you talk about, that Everton sadly, tragically hasn't existed for over 20 years. We didn't win a single game away at the traditional top four throughout the Moyes era. I think we won 1 or 2 big games away under Martinez. I think we won United. I think we won maybe one other game, like a big away game that we won that no one thought we would win.
No, we had a fair few good results under Martinez. I remember. You had the feeling that whoever we had at the weekend, we could do them. It doesn't feel like that no more. It really doesn't feel like that.
It's almost felt that.
You're waiting for that shift. It was that shift where we become competitive again. I'm longing for it.
Yeah, but it's baby steps, mate. It's baby steps. We can't just expect that after a season.
Of course.
And to be fair, it's got to go the other way as well. We can't just go into games thinking we're going to roll teams over, because I was so sure we were going to spank West Ham the other day, and we got there and got our noses bloodied and embarrassed. So it's still a work in progress. We all want to see the Everton team that goes everywhere and anywhere and isn't scared at all. And I wouldn't say I'm scared. That's not the right word. I'm just trying to be realistic.
Yeah.
Arsenal are a great team, and I'm not saying for definite we will lose. I predicted us. I said I don't like saying we're going to lose. I like to think we're going to score. We're going to get some goals. But just as long as we put in a performance that is a lot better than it was last year, then I will take that as progress.
Yeah.
I think we'll see that. I feel confident about that. Performance-wise, I feel okay. We're going to go out and meet them. We're not going to chill out in the goal, just having drinks in the goal, with lawn chairs. We're not doing that this year. We will be going out after them. That's going to happen. It just depends, are we going to do dumb things in the back to let them get silly goals? Are we actually going to track people making runs through the middle? Are we going to cover other people? Just little things that are defensive responsibilities that our guys should know.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, I guess that's it for our starting 11 versus Arsenal. Coming up next will be our Retro Rumors segment, so you can check that out. If you've been digging our videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hey, we really appreciate it. I think we're about 1170 on the subs right now, so thanks for that. If you want to catch more Max, you can find him on the Toffee Blues website. He'll have some analysis on there. Also, Paul is also on the website, and he's also on the Liverpool Echo fan jury. So, yeah, that's it for this segment. We're going to go work on Retro Rumors. So, bye.